Okay, so welcome everybody to my mum's team call. I'm doing it tonight because mum is in Egypt. So just want to say, we want to say hi to everybody. She's in Egypt. She's worked very hard over the weekend at the MBS show. So she deserves a break. So she'll be gone for 2 weeks. But you know, if you need to get hold of her, then she'll be around email and Facebook messaging and things like that. But we've got an exciting month ahead of us. So just wanted to go through what we're going to go through today. So we're just going to go through the product of the month. We're going to go through rose and jasmine. And then we're going to have Tonya, who's going to talk to us about fibromyalgia and how she has almost overcome it. So it's an amazing experience which she's going to share with you tonight. So it'll be well worth listening to her for that. But first of all, April was a slow month for a lot of us, so we didn't have any new rank advancements for Elite, Premier, and Silver. But we did have some top enrollers. So we'd just like to celebrate Robin, Adele, Lorraine, and I put my wife on there because she was there as well. So, and just to let you know that, we still rank, we still look to enroll people as well. So, well done everybody for getting 6 enrollments in April, because April was a tough month. And then, I spelled Sarah Barber's name wrong. Apologies, Sarah. I put you in as Sarah Carver, but that's not correct. So Sarah got 7 enrollments last month. So well done, Sarah, and thank you for your hard work. So we're going to talk about the rose and jasmine essential oil now. Okay. So this month, you get to sorry, lost my words. So this month, you get to win the rose and jasmine, or either. Okay, so if you get 4 enrollments, you win the jasmine. If you get 7 enrollments, you would win the rose. Okay, if you get 11 enrollments, you would win the rose and jasmine. Now there are a few caveats with that, so let me just go through them with you so that you all completely understand what you've got to do with that. Okay, because it's a very, very exciting to be able to get a rose, as you probably know. Okay, so let me just go through it with you. So how you earn them is you enroll 4 new IPCs, and they must have 100 PV. So they must be you can't enroll somebody that's 99 PV or 70 PV. That won't count as one person. So you need to enroll 4 people of over 100 PV. And then in June, they need to do 100 PV on LRP. So if you want the bottle of jasmine, you need to get 4 people to do 100 PV, brand new people, and then to do it again the next month, but on LRP. And that would get you your bottle of jasmine. Jasmine is worth, well, when doTERRA was selling it at the beginning, it was worth about £260, what they were selling it for. A lot of money. Okay, now it's probably worth a lot more because you can't even sell it. They don't even sell it. The only way you can actually get jasmine from doTERRA is if you win it, and this is the only time of year you can actually win it. Okay, if you get 7 new enrollments and you get those 7 onto LRP in June, then you will get a bottle of rose. Okay, if you get 11 enrollments, which is obviously 7 plus 4, you can do the math, you can win both. Okay, so do we have any questions on that? Does anyone have any questions? Do you understand what you've got to do if you're looking to get the rose? And I know lots of you are desperate for rose, jasmine oil, and this is the only way you can get doTERRA rose and jasmine. Any questions, guys?
No question. Just can't see any. There's no presentation. I can't see anything.
Oh, you can't.
There's no slides. I can't see anything.
I've moved away because I'm reading my notes to make sure I get it exactly right for you. So yeah, it's got to happen in May. So those are the qualifying months, May and June. You've got to do it in May, Tonya. So you've got to sign them all up in May, and they've all got to do LRP in June, and then you would get it the following month. Okay. Okay. Brilliant. The next one is the Lotus diffuser, which is very exciting. So that's the product this month that's discounted, and usually doTERRA do a 10% discount, but this time it's the Lotus and it's 25% off. So the wholesale price is £64, and it's reduced to £48, and that's including the VAT. Okay, and you get 44.5 PV with this as well. So usually with accessories, they don't come with PV, but with the Lotus, it comes with 44.5 PV. So it's almost as good as buying the essential oil for PV in terms of getting the Lotus this month. So it's a great month to get a Lotus diffuser if you want to do so. And then the next one, the product of the month. So if you do over 125 PV on LRP, so generally people on this call that are doing the business, you would get a cedarwood. So I was going to tell you all the benefits of cedarwood, but I won't go into that tonight. But yeah, just know that cedarwood is a great oil and one to add to your collection. I just want to hand the time over now to Tonya. Tonya's going to talk for 10 minutes, and then we'll open it up to questions. So thank you, Tonya, for being willing to speak about what you've gone through and this amazing subject and what you've achieved. And so we look forward to hearing from you, Tonya. So thank you very much. Over to you.
Okay. Hello, everyone, and thank you, Nathan. Yeah, well, I have fibromyalgia. I have chronic fatigue since 2007. And I was on full, or I'm still on full benefits, where I was unable to work at all because of my tiredness and because of all the pains in my body and brain fog. And well, some of you know what that means. And I hope you can hear me all right. Yeah, okay, good, good. So since January 2016, I then decided, well, I was pumped full with medications. I had about 12 different medications. And then suddenly I got to my senses and I said, what in the world am I doing? You're bringing all those chemicals in your body. And I decided then from one day to another, so almost like a cold turkey, to not take any more medications at all. And I'm using completely the supplements and the oils, of course, the doTERRA oils. So basically from one day to another, I replaced about 12 or 13 medications with supplements and oils. At the moment, on the 9th of May, I have a new assessment now, and it seems that they are now saying I am able to work, and I get my life back, and I'm starting completely fresh new now with doTERRA and building up my business as well. Okay, so the way how I done it, so basically I believe that fibromyalgia and chronic fatigue is definitely a condition which needs detoxifying in the whole body, because I believe that it comes from the chemicals we are all exposed to, and so that's the environment and water and food and all that. And I think the foundation for to help your body is definitely the supplements. And I'm using the LLV. Sometimes I can't speak properly yet. So I'm using the LIV. I'm using also the Deep Blue to assist with the pain levels. Also the On Guard supplements. And of course, every 2 or 3 months, I'm doing the full detox program with the whole lot, with the Sendocrine, the Terrazyme, the GX Assist, and the PB Assist. And what else? And of course, the Deep Blue cream, definitely, and also Aroma Touch is one of my oils which I'm using regularly, and of course, lemon in the water every morning, or grapefruit, or any lemon oils or citrus oils rather. And so basically, I was in a wheelchair. I couldn't hardly move. I couldn't concentrate. I could everything my husband had to do for me, including helping me with washing, getting dressed, and everything. And I was in a wheelchair or scooter or on my stick. And now I don't need the scooter anymore. I don't need the stick anymore. I don't have to go to bed every 2 hours anymore. My brain fog is mostly gone. Sometimes it's coming back a little bit, but then I know how to deal with it. And I feel completely like a new person. Pain levels are down, and I can do everything what I used to be able to do before that happens with the fibromyalgia and chronic fatigue. So,
on it, yeah. I bet with your iPad.
Wow, that's amazing, Tonya.
Yeah, and
yeah, what does she use?
I couldn't hear the lady talking.
I think they're just talking.
Oh, okay. Okay. So basically, and now my plans are now. So on 9th of May, I get rid of this part of the benefits, and I will fully start to build my business with doTERRA, with teaching, with teaching, bringing the word out about doTERRA. But also, I'm training into becoming a nutritionist. I'm already aromatherapist. I'm a crystal therapist. I also do aura photography, so even I can see the effects with the oils, also on the aura picture, because you can see the effect. And that's maybe also interesting for you, Nathan, I can actually show black and white while using oils. It has an effect on the whole body, including the chakras as well. Okay, and so for some people who don't know what to believe, it's there, black and white, on the picture as well.
I would definitely like to see that.
Yeah. And so, yeah, I'm doing a lot of before and after pictures now. To take a picture before somebody has a healing session, for example, with the oils, or Aroma Touch, or any other healing, and then do the healing, and then take another picture, and you can definitely see a difference in the picture and in the energy and everything. It's
that's wonderful, Tonya. Thank you so much for sharing. Do we have questions, guys? I know there's a lot in the group that are identifying with you strongly. Do you guys have questions? Is there any way that Tonya, with her experience, maybe can help?
Well, Nathan, I've just said, because I've had ME. ME and fibromyalgia, they're kind of like sisters. They're like one end of the scale. So fibromyalgia is like the pain end of the scale, and ME is the fatigue end of the scale. I've had ME now for nearly 11 years. And well, what I've sort of said is it would be really great if we could. What you said, Tonya, is just amazing. And I'm going through a whole process right now. I can't even begin to tell you. It's quite a journey. With the oils and not with the oils. I'm going down an emotional route. I'm using I'm going through EFT. Do you know what I mean by EFT? Yeah. I'm going through that at the minute, and that's quite a journey. So I don't know. Maybe could we set up like maybe a subgroup or something with people with similar things. I don't know. Maybe that's not right, but I think there's quite a lot of people, and it might help.
I think it's a nice idea. I will. I'll discuss it with Rebecca, and I'll discuss it with some of the team and see whether that's something we think is appropriate. Yeah. I think it's a nice idea.
I don't want to sort of take it from anything, but I think there's a lot of people, and I come across a lot of people that have got this problem.
Yeah.
It's a really difficult one to deal with. And I know, like Charlotte, who's also in our group, who's not on tonight, but she's also had ME, and she's got a lot to bring into the equation as well. Debbie Walker, there's a lot of them. There's a lot of this.
I also believe it's important because fibromyalgia and chronic fatigue is one of those diseases which is how should I say that? It's so misunderstood from people, because people say, you look all right.
Yeah, you're lazy.
It's one of those, exactly, everything is in your head. But in general, I think it's definitely one thing, not only the supplements and the oils itself, it's the whole lifestyle, like doTERRA's pyramid. The eat right. So I don't eat no gluten, I don't eat no wheat, I don't eat no dairy anymore. I eat as much as possible green and organic and raw food. But then also have the emotional side of it. So I'm using also the emotional oils to tackle the moments when you get the anxiety and the depression and all that. So I'm tackling that with the aroma, with the emotional oils as well. So I think it's the whole process, and it fits right into doTERRA's wellness pyramid, because you got to tackle everything. But the main thing is the toxins with fibromyalgia and chronic fatigue, definitely. And I have also replaced all my clinic products. I chucked them all out, all my body products, and I'm using doTERRA for everything, for cooking, for gardening, for my body, for everything.
Yeah, me too.
And and I think this is the thing. It starts with the supplements, of course, as a base, but then you have to add the other oils as well, and the whole package basically.
Yeah, and the emotional side, the emotion thing is massive.
Yeah.
The EFT that I'm going through, this emotional freedom technique, therapy thing that I'm going through, is just amazing.
Yeah.
What it's doing, what it's bringing up is just incredible. And the doTERRA, the oils, they have been so huge. Honestly, it was February, the month of February was I can't even begin to tell you where I was. That was when I started with the EFT, and if it wasn't for Console, I swear to God, that oil, I went through 3/4 of that bottle in 1 month. I'm not joking. It literally went. That oil was incredible. I couldn't have got through that month if it wasn't for that oil. So,
which one was that?
Console.
Oh yeah. And one of my main ones was, of course, Deep Blue and Aroma Touch. One of the two of the many. But I also believe we got to really flood our body with supplements. Okay, I think that's really important for not just fibromyalgia, but for a lot of conditions and illnesses. And of course, you have to be very careful what we say and how we say it, of course. But I would put my hand out even if a doctor asked me, and I was telling my doctors as well. I was just there last week, and he said I had 2 tooth out, and he said, "Do you want some painkillers?" And I said, "No." Well, you will have pain. I said, "Yeah, I know, I will, but I have something for it." And they were asking, "What are you taking?" And I said, "Well, essential oils." And 2 of the doctors actually said, "Keep on doing what you're doing, because you're doing amazing now." So they actually didn't, in brackets, poo-pooed it or anything. They were actually quite open to hearing what I'm doing.
That's wonderful. Thank you very much, Tonya, for sharing that. And
Thank you.
hopefully you can, complete the journey with it. I think you're almost there, aren't you, with it? But,
Yeah.
a little bit more to go. So,
Yeah.
keep posted as to when it's gone.
Absolutely. Oh yeah, I will. So watch the space.
Brilliant. Thank you, Tanya.
Thank you. Yeah, thank you.
Does anybody have any questions they want to share? We've got 2 more minutes before we need to finish. Was there any questions anybody wanted to ask while we're on? And it doesn't have to be to Tanya. It could be to me about what we're doing this month with the promotions or anything. While you're thinking, if any of you are thinking, there is a training tonight at 8 p.m. on a class with Rebecca. So if you're signed up to the Builders training, the 10-week course, then you'll have got an email. If you're not, then go onto the Facebook page on the Builders Sharing doTERRA Facebook page and sign up to the 10-week program, and you can get onto the class tonight. So it'd be really good. It's teaching you how to do the class in an effective, appropriate way. It talks about the close and lots of things like that. So go to her training. So. All right, guys. Thank you very much for coming on tonight, and have a wonderful month. And we'll see you all soon.
Thank you all.
Good luck to Caroline, who's got her first class this week. So it's perfect timing. See you, everybody. Bye, guys.
Thank you.
Bye.